But first, I just want to throw a question out there. When you think of life, what words come to you? Like, what words come into your mind when you think about life? There's no right or wrong answer because life is different for everyone, but I just want to think, when you think about life, what words pop into your mind?
Breathing.
Breathing. Any more?
It's tough.
It's tough, yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Family, yeah. Any others? Life is what you make it. That's a good one to be heard that in school. Yeah. Anyone?
Life is fun.
It's fun. Yeah, life is fun. Good time. So the reason why I'm asking that question is because life is going to be different for everyone. And for me, when I ask myself this question, these are the words that I thought about. I thought about growth, time, purpose, and mission. And I will explain why I thought about all these words shortly now. But why I thought of mission was the first word that I thought of. We all have goals that we want to achieve in life, tasks, quests, whatever you want to call them, that we want to achieve, to make ourselves feel better. And I feel like life as a Christian, we always have goals that we need to achieve to make God proud of us or God happy for us. And I feel like when you achieve these goals in life, you do make yourself feel better, even when it's something little like, I don't know, financially, mentally, physically. When you achieve your goal, you do feel better about yourself. And it does make life that more living because you feel better. And I feel like with God and religion, when you reach a mission or a goal that is to do with religion, it can benefit you in many ways that you might even think. And that's it. But I thought about growth. This kind of links in with mission. Growth is not just about getting older, but it's also about self-reflecting and looking back how you was to make yourself a better person. And my parents taught me a lot about growth as I was growing up, so I have to thank them for that. But being religious and growing as a person has been difficult for me because I'm 19 years old, for those who don't know, and there's a lot of challenges that come with being a teen, especially nowadays as well, that I'm sure most of you guys can relate to because you're a lot older than me. No disrespect. But I look back at my life and I reflect because times are always changing, which isn't always a bad thing, but growth is about reflecting on those times and how you can adapt and make yourself better. And I always try to grow as a person, even though you guys might not see it. I always come out with the same clothes and stuff, but I do always try to change, and I always try to grow as a person, especially with my religion, because I do value God, and I do think as a Christian we do always need to put God first. So if we grow with God, grow with the Bible, and always stay with Him, I think growth will be a lot easier for us, especially our young ones, like the youth in the back and myself as well. Purpose. I thought of this word because I feel like everybody in this room, everyone in the world has a purpose. We might not know what our purpose is, but God does. So even if you don't know your purpose just yet, doesn't mean you don't have a purpose at all. I think we all have a purpose. When I was young, my dad can vouch for me. I used to like football and race cars. I thought my purpose was to be a race car driver. That dream did die out very quickly. And then I thought I'd be a footballer, and then I recently discovered that dream was also for me, even though I really do like playing football. But just because those two things never worked out for me doesn't mean that nothing in life will ever work out for me. I still have a purpose. We all have a purpose. We just need to figure out what our purpose is. And once we do, we can then work on that and make God happy. Amen. And my last one will be about time. Time is a weird one because we have time, but we never know how much time we actually have. There's always a time for everything, I believe, but it's just about how you use your time, how you go about your day, The verse I read for this was Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 to 8. I don't know if someone wants to read it for me while thanks, Mom. But while she gets that up, I'll just continue to talk. Time is a precious thing that we cannot waste. We have to always be wary that time isn't always forever. Like we're not gonna live forever on this earth, but the time that we have now, we can do right and we can keep God in our mind, and we can also change our lives, whether we feel like we've done something wrong or bad. We do have time to do right and look back and also grow.
In Ecclesiastes chapter 3, from verse 1 to 8. Everything is its time. To everything there is a season. A time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and
A time to mourn and a time to death. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones.
a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to gain and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to
And a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to laugh and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
Thank you. So, yeah, as I was saying, there is a time for it, but it just depends on how you use your time and how you manage your time as well. But God's path is that everything you want to do, you will have a time to do it. Amen. Three things in our everyday life that we need to remember is challenges, choices, and consequences. When we are faced with a challenge, considering the potential choices we have to make and their associated consequences is crucial for us making our decisions. Challenges can come in all sizes, but no matter the size, the person will have a decision to make. A challenge can be deemed as a bad thing, but it can also be deemed as a good thing. Challenges are there to push us further, to make tough decisions that we wouldn't really make, and to push us out of our comfort zone. And I feel like there's going to be many times in life where we've come across that, the older you get, the more challenges. So to my young ones at the back, you think you're enjoying life, just wait till you go. Yeah, individuals have the power to make choices and influence the consequence that arise from them. Choices are a very, very big thing in life, whether it's to do with anything really, and I feel like whether you make the right choice or the wrong choice, it's not something to beat yourself up about. It's not, because we're not perfect, we're just humans, but it's how you learn from them again, growing from your mistakes, and also praying that, the next time you do come across a tough time in life, God is with you to make the right choice instead of the wrong choice. And accepting responsibility for the outcomes of one's choices in key aspects in life. Consequences are looked at a bad thing, but I feel like the word can be used in also a good way as well. But whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence, we have to always thank God that it might have been a tough time, but I know you've got a plan for me that may be better than this one, or it may be better the next time round. So I feel like even if it is a bad one, take it on the chin, accept the responsibility that you made a bad choice, and move on. Life will get better. It always does, and we can thank God for that. Now I'm going to read you a little something that I wrote in my own words about life itself. Sometimes we are grateful for our lives, and there are times that we take our lives for granted. Life is different for everyone. We all experience different things, but it's made us the people we are today. Life is a precious gift from God that we should all be grateful for. It has ups and it has downs. It has times to remember and maybe times that we want to forget. It's a journey that we can all relate to, but completely different in many ways. We must try our best to keep God with us every day, and today is a new day. Another day, a chance to do right and a chance to better ourselves and thank God, our Father in heaven. Now, that's all I have written down. Sorry, it was a short word, but I didn't know what was right. But if there's anything I want you to take away from this, is I'm a young man, I'm still going through my life. My life isn't nearly half done. So if there's anything that I can say to you guys, it's always thank God for where you are today. There's not many things I could probably tell you because you're older than me. But that's the one thing I can promise. God